Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Whiskey River channel. I am the one and only. You know who I am, for God's sakes. I see you guys. Welcome to the show. And I did see the chat room. You guys are crazy out here. Farm Kitty, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Low out here. Low. I don't know what's going on in the chat room. I will be looking at it now. Low, Farm Kitty says. Terry, I'm the first super chatter to LOL right now. Farm Kitty, welcome to the show. She was the first super chatter here, and also she was the first commenter. Thank you for being here, Farm Kitty. We also have a couple other people here. Terry smiles. I guess she beat you to it, Terry. She beat you to it. We also have the Watch Apprentice, and many other people are going to show up to the show today in the chat room. Today, this show, I can tell you, to start off the show, I want to let you guys know that today, it's going to be a very special stream. Today, I am going to completely tell you guys that there is a correlation between Bitcoin, whiskey prices, watch prices, and fragrance prices. Today, we're going to be talking about this. And I'm also going to get down with you in the charts to show you a little of what happens. Many of you already know I used to be a stock trader. I was trading for a good amount of time. And I'm all about charts. I'm all about hype. I'm all about the trends. When there's a certain stock in a stock market that's trending, everybody knows about it in the morning. When it comes to crypto is not a stock. That is not a security, and none of this is any financial advice. This is just my own opinion that I have gathered over the years, over the couple years, as a matter of fact, that I've seen all the prices of all of these whiskeys, and also the prices on watches, the prices of fragrances. We do have a fragrance here, the one and only fragrance, Zaharoff. How beautiful is this? This almost looks like it came out of the movie Terminator. And if you do know Terminator, there is the bad guy that whenever he gets killed, he turned into a lava, silver metallic lava. And this fragrance, I can tell you, it's amazing. Very amazing. Recommend this for anybody that works in the office, anybody that has cold weather, anybody that wants to smell fresh. You would really enjoy that fragrance. So let's go with the show. I'm going to tell you this right now. For each and every one of you who don't know what I'm talking about, we're going to see it right now. Oh! I also have another super chat in the house. The Watch Apprentice with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. He says, Jesus, Farm Kitty, you were quick. Super quick, Farm Kitty, super quick. As a matter of fact, for the meantime, what I'm going to go straight into, I'm not going to waste any time on this show. We're going to go straight into the charts, and you guys probably wondering, what kind of charts are we talking about? Well, here we go. Bitcoin. Oh my God, what is going on? Are you serious right now? Am I going to become rich in this show? Is this happening officially in this show right now? Is Bitcoin lifting off? Are you serious? Oh my goodness, it is lifting off. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bitcoin. This is the beautiful Bitcoin. This is what we're talking about today because it does correlate a little bit too much to what you all know today. As the prices on many products out there, luxury products, anything you could talk about, watches, fragrances, whiskey, I think it goes to say that anybody out here that does know about Bitcoin, which I'm going to explain to you now, does know that whenever Bitcoin goes up, when it goes up, everybody tends to profit off, the crypto. And stock market, it happens the same way, but the only people that invest a lot of money and that tend to buy maybe fragrances, maybe whiskeys, or maybe even watches are the cryptomaniacs. So this is what we're talking about today. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy this show. This is going to be a show like no other, okay? I don't think it's been a while since I did a show like this, but we're going to go straight into the charts. I do know that I'm very good with charts, so we're going to go straight into this, okay? So for all of you that don't know, this is a 1 minute chart. 1 minute chart is going to tell you what's happening right now, and it doesn't tell you the full extended year. The 1 minute is probably just going to show you for most of the day what's happened. You see here, it shows you what's happened throughout, okay? And I can tell you it's been here close to 22,000, and as a matter of fact, right now we just got a huge burst to the beautiful. Let me put this up just a little bit more. we have it hit 24,000 right now. So is that good for the watch community? Of course it's good for the watch community. If you don't think it's good, then you're wild. There's something wrong. But let me go around the room and see who we have. By the way, thank you so much for the super chat. My watch apprentice. Awesome guy, and I'm going to make sure that I raise the chart over here so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. So, okay, so you guys are probably thinking, look, there's no way that there's a correlation at all with this. As a matter of fact, there is a correlation, and I'm going to explain this to you now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try to zoom in as much as I can. I'm going to zoom in for all of you guys to see that this is a real chart happening right now, live, ladies and gentlemen, a live chart that's coming out of my head. And I am live, yes. Please hit the like button. It does help out. So here we go. I had to explain to you this. Before anything, I'm going to say shout-outs to Devil Diver. Shout-outs to Melissa Villanueva, Chunk Star. I see you, Dirt Diggler. I see you, Dirt Diggler. If you have any questions for me, you're welcome to always stop around and send a super chat. Ask me whatever you want to ask me. You can improve the conversation, my topic of the day. You can do whatever you want. You can ask me dirty questions, whatever it is. But for the meantime, we're going to look at this, and I'm going to try to zoom in as much as I can. Jesus Christ, look at all these ads. Okay, so here we go. Let me see. Let me get just a little bit closer. Now, this is currently right now. Okay, right now. Where is the correlation here, Reaper? What are you showing me, Reaper? Why are you showing me this, Reaper? Because when it comes to crypto, it is basically most of the people that have crypto are very much, how can I say, there's a lot of 20-year-olds that have crypto. There's a lot of 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, and the people that don't touch crypto are the guys that are around 70 or beyond. Most of the people that do touch crypto are into this new generation, as many of you are. Most of you are into the social media, into Twitter. I think most of us have Twitter. Most of us have Facebook. Most of us all have a social media platform to really be able to just look at everything on that day. Back in the days, we used to have newspapers, and the newspapers that we used to have to look at all the, you can see all the pricing on the newspaper. You could also see what's going on in real life, throughout the week, what happened yesterday in the newspapers. Nowadays, we all have that in our phone. But let's go down to this. Today's topic, ladies and gentlemen, is there a correlation between Bitcoin, whiskey, watches, and fragrances? And I'm here to tell you, yes, there is. Why am I here to tell you yes, there is? Because I did see a lot of people, okay, that ended up making a lot of money when they had Bitcoin at 10K. When they had it at 10K, which I will show you the chart of that very soon. Let me see if I click it over here and I actually show you that. We're going to do the 5-minute chart. This is a 5-minute chart. You guys are probably clueless of what I'm showing you, but that's okay. As long as you're clueless and I'm here to show you guys, that's all that matters. Let me see if I do the 1 hour. Here we go. Here we go. We're getting somewhere here. Perfect. We're getting somewhere here. This is the 1 hour. Let me make sure to do maybe the 1 year. Let me see if we do the 1 year. Let me see if I do it over here. This is the 1 year chart. Okay, this is the 1 year chart. So here we go. This is the 1 year chart. It goes back to at least December. Let me do a 5 year chart. Okay, let me do a 5. As a matter of fact, let me do this. Let me look around and see if I do a good chart for you guys. This goes up to 2022, and then we got 2022. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I do the 5-year chart for you guys. Now, as you can tell, I did not ever do this beforehand. I'm doing it here live with you guys so that you know that I'm not a rookie. I know what I'm doing. So here we go. This is actually the 5-year mark. Here we go. This is the 5-year. This is exactly what I want to show you guys. The 5-year mark, which today it is 2023. And then it goes back to 2019. So here we go. This is what I wanted to show you. Exactly what I wanted to show you. Okay, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, I get the perfect charting for you guys. Now, you guys are probably wondering, Did you really just do this last minute? Of course I did this last minute. Because I'm a G, man. I'm a damn stud. I'm that confident. The only thing that can affect this show is, maybe, I don't know, maybe the internet going out. But I'm pretty confident with what I'm doing. So here we go. This is going to be the chart that I'm showing you guys. And for the meantime, before I show you the chart, I do have to pop this. I don't have energy today. As a matter of fact, I wasn't going to do a stream today because I was so low energy. Somebody told me out here to buy a kombucha long ago. And I said, okay, I'll buy a kombucha, but I have to make sure that I like it. And I never really thought of buying one. But this gentleman in the fragrance community, I see you, fragrance community. This person in the fragrance community told me to get a kombucha. I bought it, I liked it, and this one is dragon fruit and guava. That's what I'm going to be drinking right now. I haven't drank any whiskey today. Probably going to drink that later on today, but I have so much low energy that this over here should help me out. So let's pop this. Let me drink it and see if I actually like this, because I don't remember the last time I had this. Ooh, here we go. Let me try this over here. This is literally... Big Easy. It says probiotic kombucha, and it says dragon fruit and guava. Let's see if I actually like this. I can tell you this right now, that most of the stock traders are always on coffee, always smoking. Stock traders are always doing something like sugar or maybe goddamn drugs. They're probably doing drugs. But I can tell you, I don't do drugs, okay? I smoke my stogies, I drink my whiskey, and lately I've been drinking wine, but right now I'm going to be drinking kombucha. Tastes good. Let me take another taste of this. Man, this tastes excellent. Now, I can tell you, for you people that do not like ginger with your sushi, I don't recommend this, okay? I don't recommend this. Dirt Diggler says, in the chat room, he says, in the chat room, Dirt Diggler says, stock traders, all they do is Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Let me drink this kombucha. Oh, God, that tastes good. Damn. I can tell you that kombucha isn't for everybody, but if you get the right kombucha, oh, God, that's good. Golly. Shoot. There's no straight dookie there. By the way, here we go with the charts. Okay, here's the correlation, okay? 20-something people watching. Let's watch this. As a matter of fact, for the meantime, for all of you watching, please, if you can, hit the thumbs up button. It does help out a bunch. And all the super chats you have to ask me anything, you're welcome to do so. So here we go. Here's the correlation that we have. Okay, at one point, okay, and I'm going to tell you from experience because I know a couple people that did this also. If you look over here, let me make sure to put this line over here. I'm going to put a line here just in case we all know. Here we go. Here's the line. That's the line I'm going to draw. Now, there's going to be another line that I'm going to draw over here. And this other line that I am going to draw is right at the equator. On the top of the volcano, which they call that a double top over there. Let me put that over here. Okay, so now we have this charting. This charting has two peaks, okay? Two peaks. One peak was in 2021, and the other peak, which was over here in the end, okay, seems to me like the end of 2021. Those were basically the double peaks. If you see this, it started here where the line is, as you see here. And officially, I can tell you that I was talking to Tim Wright yesterday, and I don't think he understood that the chart that he was showing me wasn't. Apparently, the chart that he was showing me didn't add in the how do you get it? It didn't add in the authorized dealers. Okay, so here we go. With this chart that I'm about to show you, you're looking at a chart of Bitcoin. Now, when it came to Bitcoin, there was a lot of people that bought over here. Now, if you're probably wondering, do you see my mouse? I am showing you around here. This is 2020. Okay, 2020, everybody started buying Bitcoin. Everybody didn't know what was going to happen with Bitcoin, but they knew that if they bought Bitcoin somewhere here, something was going to happen. There was a time frame, which I can go back over here. See what I mean? There was a time frame that Bitcoin just went left all the way. You see over here? Bitcoin just kept on going to the right. Okay, there was a point that Bitcoin could not pass, which if you see it over here, 19.6. Okay, let me put this line over here. Okay, right over here, because I'm going to teach you guys how to do the things the right way. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. You see, there's the line. What they call this is the resistance line. Okay, very simple. I'm going to give you guys ABC. ABC, like if I'm talking to kids. I'm going to tell you guys, like if I'm talking to kids. We also have Dirt Diggler out here with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Dirt Diggler says, if you had to get your shit pushed in prison to live, who? You taking Mathis, Puddles, or Excel, Montrese, or no money to burn? I'll tell you what, okay, Dirt Diggler, I know for a fact that you taught me the one rule in dropping soap. And if any of you don't know what that one rule is, Dirt Diggler showed me that in your soap, always have a little rope, because when you drop your soap, all you have to do is just pick it up with that rope. Go like that. It drops, oops, it drops, and then just pick it up with that rope. Dirt Diggler showed me that, so I can tell you, it's a great idea for the whole life, and all the movies that I've seen, and all the guys that talked about, going to prison, and that happens in prison, this and that. I never thought of that, Dirt Diggler, of getting a rope and putting it around the soap bar. But you know what? Maybe, just maybe, you, Dirt Diggler, you are a smart man. You are a smart man. He taught me this. It was an amazing, amazing day. He was on the stream. And for the people that don't know who Dirt Diggler is, he's a very famous guy on the Watch community. He's part of my crew, okay? He's part of the Reaper crew. And one of his legendary things that he's done here, I will always show it to the world because everybody needs to see it. Now we can see the giraffe.
All right, it's a nice one.
Oh, damn. Okay, that's the most legendary thing that Dirt Diggler has ever done, okay, in his life here. It was the most amazing moment, and I couldn't stop laughing. And, you know what, let's go back to the charts, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back to the charts. I will be leaving that up, okay, that super chat. Every super chat you guys send, I will be leaving it up. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Okay, there's going to be a certain point that I feel. These are not anybody's, I can say that these are my own opinions. This is no financial advice. Okay, as we see here in the charts, okay, Bitcoin goes all the way to the right. Okay, there's a reason why it does that, because there's a certain resistance point for anything. It doesn't matter. Watches has a certain resistance point too. Everything, it's all math. At the end of the day, everything is math and numbers. So if you see here, the one line that I drew you in, that was 19.6. Bitcoin could never pass and completely shattered 20K. So it took a couple years for it to actually do this. So the first stop over here, when it did hit over here, it was 2018. So 2018, it hit over here and it was able to try to hit that $20,000 mark. I think it was 2017. What was it? 2018. I believe it was 28. As a matter of fact, no, 2017 December and 2018. I believe it was at the end of December of 2017. So 2018 is when it finally, there was a resistance right here, where you see over here, and it completely collapsed, and it stayed. It stayed. I'm telling you guys this because I was watching it from God knows how long. It stayed going down till it went all the way down. Okay, all the way down to 6,000. From 20,000 to 6,000. Then it shot down to, at least there was a time that it shot down to 3,000. And then in 2019, everybody started buying it. 2020, which we're coming into 2020 here, around here, it started moving. 2019, let me see, it started going up to 10,000. I believe there was a point that I saw it at 9,000 to 10,000, and it was unable to pass the 11,000 mark. So here, over here, where you see my hand over here, that is 2020. It was fluctuating around 9K to 12K. Now, you guys have to listen to me here, okay? Listen to me really closely. When this happens, it's usually that there's a resistance level. What that means is that there's buyers and sellers that have a certain selling point and a certain buying point. Usually, those are all numbers, and you know what? The only thing that triggers anything is maybe a huge amount of buys, a huge amount of buying orders, and that is what happened here. As we keep on going over here, this is what actually happened to the watch community. The watch community started seeing a bunch of people just jumping in to buy watches. Why were they buying watches? Because Bitcoin eventually, everybody had it at either 6K, they either bought it at 3K, or they bought it around 9K. What happens is, if you start going right now, we're at 2020 over here. If you see over here, okay, this is the point, okay? This is the point. In 2020, this is around December, this is the point that everybody starts selling their Bitcoin. Why were they selling Bitcoin? Because everybody had a history that back over here, okay, Bitcoin could never go over 20,000. Now, if everybody knew, a majority of people knew, it doesn't mean that like everybody, 100% of people know. All that means is that at least, okay, 60 or 55% of people that own Bitcoin knew that it was not going to go over 20K because they only hit 19.6. Okay, so all of these people, okay, all of the people that knew this, there was a resistance point here, knew, in fact, in their head, they knew that Bitcoin was never going to pass this point. It doesn't matter what happened. You know, at the end of the day, 2020 was a horrible year for a lot of us. Rest in peace to anybody that, passed away in 2020, but all of this was 2020. And then at the end, okay, right here, you see here, at the end of 2020 is where it finally completely shattered. Let's get closer. Okay, let's get closer. It completely shattered the 20K mark, which was one mark that everybody knew that, you know what, it's never going to pass it. So what happened here? What happened here was everybody started buying watches. They started buying watches at one point because it came down to investment. And I know many people, I'm going to say I knew a handful of people, okay? But when I mean a lot of people, percentage of YouTubers and a percentage of people online, everybody was filming everything and doing, videos. Everybody made money at that point. And they didn't care. They knew that it was probably going to fall after 2021, 2020. Bitcoin was going to fall. That's just history, you know. Nobody ever thought that Bitcoin or crypto was going to blossom like it did. But it did. And what happens, a lot of people still had Bitcoin. When they still had Bitcoin, they started selling Bitcoin, and the one item they could buy themselves was watches. So what does everybody buy? Everybody ended up buying either houses, they bought real estate, or they bought the one thing they knew they can flip easier, which was a watch. Now, if you guys think it's a joke, you could go look at the watch charts. I couldn't find a watch chart officially to be able to show you guys. But I can tell you also, Dirt Diggler, thank you so much for the super chat. And yes, exactly what he says. Please, if you can, hit the thumbs up button. It does help out because this is a segment today that I wasn't going to do a stream. As a matter of fact, I was not going to do a stream today because I was so tired. As a matter of fact, I'm really tired right now. That's why I popped open this kombucha. But over here, as you see here in that needle, okay, in that needle, that is where Bitcoin started going up. Everybody started selling all their Bitcoin. All the profit they were getting was at least 15,000 to maybe up to 100,000. There's a lot of people that had a lot of money into Bitcoin. Now, what happens with people that just all of a sudden have money in their pocket and boom, all of a sudden these people have $250,000? What do you think is the easiest thing to flip? For them, the much smartest thing to buy is not going to be playing cards. Okay, there was a lot of people that were buying actually baseball cards. They were buying very rookie cards for a lot of money, thinking they could flip it. They were buying sports memorabilia. They were buying everything. And then one thing that they were also buying a lot of was Rolexes. And they were buying literally every single Rolex that you can find at the authorized dealer they were buying. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you this. Please, if you can, do me the favor. Hit the thumbs up button, because today I made sure not to do an intro because I wanted to get into this Bitcoin chart, and I wanted to show you that there is a correlation. You guys might think otherwise, but these are my own opinions, because what I was seeing at the time when I was losing money and making money daily, I said, you know what? The stock market I can show you guys, but there's not much of a correlation there. I tried to say that gold might have been the closest correlation to the watch community, to the fragrance community, maybe to, the whiskey community. But it wasn't that. It was never that. The only thing that was closer to it was the crypto. And what crypto is it that everybody owned at the time? It was Bitcoin. When you saw that huge boost in people just going to the authorized dealers to buy out every watch they could, even though that they didn't know about watches, they would buy the Datejust, any Datejust that was available. They bought any sub, any GMT. They bought any Daytona that they could get their hands on. These are people that didn't even know about watches. These are people that only knew that, you know what, this is retail. I can get it right now for retail, and I could resell it. And all of that ended up trending. The celebrities started doing it, okay? The YouTubers started doing it. I do know that there was a UFC fighter. I forget his name. I think Sean O'Malley. There we go. Sean O'Malley. I think that's his name. Sean O'Malley was one of the UFC fighters that was literally showing you guys on the screen exactly what he was doing. He would walk into the authorized dealer and he would purchase maybe 2 watches. And obviously, they allowed him to record, and he flipped it. You know, he ended up buying it at retail, and he ended up selling it. All that money, yes, all that money could have been UFC money that he could have got from the UFC or the YouTube. But at the end of the day, he also did have crypto. A lot of people had crypto. I mean, I still have a bunch of crypto, and I can tell you that I think it is. I think it's going to be the future. It's going to be the fastest thing in the future. Right now, you guys might not believe it, and this is no financial advice. But in the future, there is going to be a point in time that stuff are going to change. You guys are probably wondering, is this guy serious? This guy over here, this guy does everything, for God's sakes. Look. When it comes to money, I do everything, okay? Sports betting, I go to casinos. Yesterday was a casino, long time. I can tell you, when it comes to money, you have to know about everything. But crypto, when it comes to crypto over here, man, this is huge. This is huge. Okay, so here we go. So finally, I showed you that. Okay, you see the line? That's when it finally flipped up all the way. Now, I don't tell you guys I don't tell you to go look into charts. I'm showing you the charts now because I know how to work this system. I know how to look at the charts, so it's easier for me to do it on my half. But over here, as you see where it topped out? There's 2 peaks on there. On the top peaks, at those top peaks is when you had the whiskey market go ridiculously crazy. When I mean crazy, I mean maybe $150 bottle would go for $600, okay? And if you guys don't believe me, I'll show you where we're at today in some of the whiskeys. But for right now, I still have to show you this. The first peak, which was there for a good amount of time, watches were going crazy amount. Like, nobody, at this point, nobody was, okay, this is the peak over here, 2021, mid-2021 even, it was just nobody had watches. Nobody, because they were getting wiped out. Now, you see it starts going down, yes, starts going down, it stayed there, and then all of a sudden it peaked out again. Okay, when it started going down, a lot of people start selling watches. What happens is people get scared that, all of a sudden it's going to go down, and then all their watches are going to cost almost same thing as retail, and this is what they didn't want, so people start selling quickly. everything that they had. They could have had a baseball card, rookie card. They would have been selling everything. But look, as you see, there's another peak over here, and that's where it finally went up. It went up to 68,000. And that was the highest that Bitcoin ever got to, 68,000. Okay? And that right there was the reason why. And that was, okay, if we look back over here, that looks to me like about November 2021. Okay? 2021 in November. That was when you got the peak of 68,000. At this point, there was no authorized dealers that had no watches. They didn't even have the main watches that you can normally find at the stores. Also, Blanton's, very hard to get. Okay, anything that you want to get when it came to any whiskeys was completely crazy. When it came to fragrances were going ridiculously priced on eBay at that point because the fragrance community thought, you know what, there's some fragrances out here that just people are going to pay for. So inside the eBay, you would see a lot of different prices on fragrances. And why is this stream all about all three of them? It's because at the end of the day, that's just what it is. You know, it's products, luxury products. And we all know that fragrances, whiskey, and watches, they're all luxury products. You know, that's just what it is. Luxury products. We don't have to live our whole life with whiskey. We don't have to live our whole life with watches. You know, at the end of the day, we don't have to live our whole life with fragrance. We could easily go to Bath and Body Works and just buy, you know, a body splash and just spray ourselves and we're good. But this is the scenario. The scenario is that this is for real. And then we're going to go on here. It starts going down, and as you see, it goes down, and now it's staying relevant. It is staying over here at a good. God damn it! All these goddamn ads. You can tell I don't pay for the. I mean, why would I need to? You know. So we look over here. I'm gonna get a little bit closer for you guys. Okay, and if anybody wants a free Chihuahua, there's a Chihuahua like 20 yards away. You guys are always welcome to get a free Chihuahua. Not mine. Let me see over here. Okay, so here we go. Now, the watch community, the fragrance community, and the whiskey community has noticed that all the prices have stabilized. To me, I feel like they're a little bit stable, okay? The whiskey prices are okay now. They haven't moved too much. The watch prices, I don't see them ever dipping. I don't see them ever dipping. As a matter of fact, whatever happens now to watches, I think it's going to stay like that. I think you're not going to see any more of the bullshit that everybody's talking about in the watch community or in the whiskey community that prices are going to go crazy. I don't think so right now. Everything is going sideways, and that's actually very good. If it's going sideways, that means one thing. That means that you guys have enough time to buy all the whiskeys you want right now, all the fragrances you guys want, all the wristwatches you guys want right now. And this is no financial advice again. I will say this. This is no financial advice. But as you see here, this is going all sideways, okay? All sideways, and that is always good, especially for a person that has, heart problems, because you don't want to see ever this go all the way down. And it's been going sideways for quite a while. As a matter of fact, if we look back, to 2022, okay, it started going sideways in about November. As a matter of fact, this is July. What is this? This is July, yeah. June of 2022. It's been going sideways. Look at it, all just going sideways. So why am I telling you this, whiskey community? Why am I telling you this, fragrance community? Why am I telling you this, wristwatch community? I see you guys. But the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because there's a lot of people that are that don't have the balls to say the things that I have to say. Most of my analysis they come down to numbers. I'm very good with numbers. I'm very good with percentages. And I tend to tell you guys what I feel is right. You guys might feel otherwise, but these are all my only opinions on this. All of this is, there's no financial. I don't tell you to buy Bitcoin. I don't tell you to buy, whiskeys. I don't push you on to whiskeys. I tell you the best whiskeys possible. When it comes to fragrances, this is why I speak about Zahara fragrances, because you don't know eventually if the prices in the ingredients go up. Now, these bottles are perfectly priced. There's no niche company out there that prices them like this. He's doing this for the people. He's doing this for everybody. And it's a beautiful thing because at the end of the day, it's a product that's very, very good. You can go to the website, Zaharov.com, and everything is priced accordingly. $115 to up to $160 for a 4-ounce bottle. I think it's a beautiful price, and these bottles will never go up till the ingredients start going up. You guys are probably wondering, what do you mean by the ingredients going up? Okay, well, when the economy goes up, everything goes up, right? Yes. But this over here can also be, this can be a collector eventually. So just like I was talking to you guys about the people that put fragrances on eBay for $500, $600, $1,000 for some Louis Vuitton fragrances. These can eventually be in that realm. Remember, I'm a collector. I'm an enthusiast. I enjoy my fragrances, all my collection of fragrances. I enjoy my whiskeys. I enjoy my wristwatches. And I enjoy everything that I collect. But at the end of the day, when you put money into something, in fact, that you got it for retail. I got it for retail, this and that. That's just what it is. Retail, whatever, watch. So we're going to go back to this, okay? Now, you guys are probably wondering, but what are you talking about, man? Bitcoin, how is there a correlation? Because when it comes to Bitcoin, people invest money to make money. And when they make money, they sell the product, which Bitcoin is a coin. It's a currency, apparently, and it's not a security, so it's basically like a coin. It is basically almost like saying you just bought a watch. It's basically the same thing. Can I tell you that this is just, all it is it's a number. It's a number game. That's all it is. So when somebody sees Bitcoin go up, which you do see it go sideways, but it is at 24,000. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you where the breaking point is. I believe it's 27,000. Let me go back over here to the other mark here. I'm going to show you guys where the breaking point is. And if you guys don't believe me, you will see right now. It is somewhere here. Where is it? Okay, let me see if I find it over here. Let me go to the 1 year mark. Let me see over here. It should be. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Should be about 20. As a matter of fact, that is the first resistance. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do this for you guys. This is, I was not planning on doing this. But here's the first resistance mark. Let me see if I do this over here. Here we go. Okay, first resistance point where we're getting close to it. Okay, this is 25,128. Okay, you're getting a fucking absolute class right here for each and every one of you that don't know what the hell I'm talking about. This is a legendary class for each and every one of you. You don't even need to. You know what? We have somebody here. Buckley, Jesus. Watches are real. Bitcoin is made up dookie. You see, this is a gentleman that it's kind of like, how can I explain it? Sometimes old dogs do not learn new tricks. And there's a reason why. It's because they believe there's a certain way. But if you're open-minded, you make more money. And, I'm just showing you the Bitcoin chart. The reason why I'm showing you the Bitcoin chart is because you're going to see there's a reason why I'm showing you this, because people do invest money in this. And the people that invest money in this want watches. They want fragrances. They want luxury products. Okay, so here we go. Okay, that's a resistance point. You're getting close to it. You're at 24,000. You're only 15. What is it? What was it? 25? You're at about 1,200 away from breaking that. Once that breaks, that means that people in the watch community should completely start being happy. The people over there in, let me show you. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. I did the lines. If it starts breaking over there, people should be happy. If you have a whiskey, you should be happy. because that whiskey is going to cost a lot of money. Why? Because after people sell, they get 10,000 profit. They could get 70,000 profit. They can get 80,000 profit, 100,000. They could get $250,000. They can get $1 million profit. It all depends on where they bought, and it all depends on their portfolio. But at the end of the day, this is what people are using right now to invest money and make money a quick way. Now, the stock market, I can tell you, you can be a day trader and you can make a lot of money. You could also lose a lot of money in day trading. This is not the stock market. This is crypto, okay? Cryptocurrency is basically, it's not a security. And basically, you're putting money into a currency that you think it's going to go up. For example, maybe it's kind of like buying a watch. It's kind of like buying maybe a whiskey. It's maybe like buying a fragrance for maybe $100, and maybe next year you think that this fragrance is going to go up. People do this, but they have clinged on to this. Most of the new generation has clinged on to this. And a lot of stockbrokers have added this to their portfolio. And this is no financial advice. This is me telling you that if it ever does pass the 25, and this is you know what, you saw me do this in front of you guys. This is a chart that you saw live. I didn't practice this before this. No, because I'm very confident with my charting skills. Over here, if you see it past the 25 200 mark, and you see it getting close to 26, 27, well, guess what? All the people that didn't get their watches, you might have to be careful, because maybe the authorized dealers might hold back on some of the watches. Also, you will probably see some of the whiskeys go crazy auctions. And I'm going to show you right now, for the ladies and gentlemen that are watching, I will be showing you right now what we're talking about with whiskey. So let's go on with this segment. I'm going to show you what it means to have a whiskey that costs money. Here we go. We go. Okay, you guys are all like, whiskey, doesn't go up in price. Well, guess what? A lot of these people that put these whiskeys in auction, in the auction house, have officially made so much money off of their $200, maybe $300 whiskey ridiculous price. Okay, we're gonna go on. I'm gonna do just the first page for you guys to understand. Okay, most of these people held these whiskeys. They held them thinking that they were gonna go up, and that's what happened. Now, my whiskey's over here. There's different batches, but this is from 2002. And yes, this one goes for $6,450. Imagine you bought one of these 5 years ago. In 10 more years, it might cost you $7,000. That's just crazy. Let's see. And then we go over here. Some of these bottles I actually have. Let me see the warehouse. See, look at this. The warehouse. Oh, my God. Are you serious? Look, this is the bottle that I have. For God's sakes. Let me click this. You see what I mean, ladies and gentlemen? This is what I'm talking about. You guys are thinking this is a joke. This is not a joke. Okay, look at this. The bottle that I have is going for $8,000. Are you serious right now? Who in the hell is going to tell me otherwise? Okay, I can tell you the reason why this is going for this price is because it's hard to get. It is very much a collector's piece, and people have money now. And people eventually, when crypto and a lot of the, their investments go up, all of these things go up because the seller ends up putting the price up. But this is crazy. $8,000? Am I going to be rich? Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I have only 2 of these bottles, so I can't say that I'm rich. But I can tell you that's a hell of a profit. And if I got it under $500, you can only imagine. So I'm just going to do the first page. But look at these boys. 2,400. These are people that saw how the market's working out, and people want to pay anything for a luxury good. So people put the prices up. Look at this. Look at this. Are you serious right now? Get the hell out of here. 1,500? Are you? Look, man, quit playing with me. This is a bottle that I saw at the stores for literally $250. I ended up buying the other bottle, which I actually have opened. I have one of the other bottles, but I bought it for, I think it was $180 or $200. And now this is going for $1,500. Are you serious right now? Why is it going for this price? Is because when people see the market going up, okay, whatever investments there are out there, people put the prices up. And you guys think humans aren't greedy? Humans are fucking greedy. Okay, human beings are greedy, and we're not stupid. If there's a product out there that you know you can make $500 more, this is what happens. Are you serious right now? Look at this. I'm not going to look at the pappies, but I'm looking at this. Are you serious? Look at this. $5,000. That is a hell of a price. But let's go over here. Let me see some of these pappies. Now, the reason why I'm showing you guys this is because this is for real. These are people that put this on the market knowing that people are going to buy these things. Okay, 4,625. Now, for the people that are talking crap in the chat room, I'm not looking at the chat room, but if anybody's talking crap about the whiskey community, that they buy these and they flip them, well, guess what? They do this, okay? They do this and they know that people are going to purchase these things. And if the markets weren't good, they wouldn't put them up to the price because they wouldn't sell them. Okay, it's just simple as that. They wouldn't be able to sell any of these whiskeys. We're going to go down to another row here. Jesus Lord, 3,600. Jesus Lord, heavens. Elijah Craig, 21. Let me see what the 18 is for. Oh my, I had this in my hand. They were selling this one, as a matter of fact. It wasn't cheap. I had this in my hand. They were selling it for $1,200, $1,100, and it's going here for today, $2,300 and something. So I saw the bottle last year. I didn't want to purchase it because I thought I could have got it cheaper, but now it's going for double the price. So you see what I mean, gentlemen, ladies, and people in the watch community, fragrance community, whiskey community? This is not a joke. People know that the markets are up and people have money to spend. And that the correlation between Bitcoin and everything is very much just because people have the fucking money. And if they have the money, I don't care what anybody says. If you have maybe $500,000 or $250,000 and you want a whiskey like this, you freaking buy it. It's just what it is. You only live once, and that's usually what happens. But you know what? I can tell you that I think you guys, some of the people over there in the fragrance community doesn't understand there's fragrances out here. This fragrance is probably going to go for a ridiculous price eventually. You guys don't understand it. You guys are turning your heads. So horror fragrances are going to go for a ridiculous price eventually. But you know what? I'm only going to keep that to myself. And yes, I do have backup for all my bottles, so I think that's enough. But I can tell you, we do have Melissa Villanueva with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Melissa. If you don't know who this is, you can follow her for women fragrance advice. I can tell you that she has a lot of women fragrances. So if you need any advice from a lady, for maybe your lady, your side girl, your couple girlfriends, your grandmother, your mother, or maybe your double, I don't know, whoever you need a fragrance for, she has the best fragrance reviews out there. They're quick, they're easy, and I can tell you, she says over here, have you had to, if you had to choose one, do you reveal your bank balance or your internet search history? I can tell you I can do both. It doesn't matter to me. But if I had to do anything, I probably would do my internet search history, just because when it comes to the bank account, if everybody knows you're a millionaire, they treat you different. And I think it's better always to just show everybody your search history to know what of a motivator you are, how you research stuff, how you read about stuff to make you look smarter than show them a number like you have $1 million and then now they respect you just because you have $1 million. I think getting respect should be a thing for guys in general. I think respect shouldn't be the money you earn. I think it's the way you act, your intelligence, maybe the way you talk, your how can I say it? If you're a goddamn genius and you just do the things that you need to do, you don't have to show your bank account. So I think I would go for the banks, not the bank statement, the search history. I think it would be for me, it would be the search history. But I think many people out there too. I think, you know what? I think, Melissa, if I was a celebrity, which I can tell you, I did get approached recently, but I'll talk about it the next show. I got approached at the liquor store. I'll talk about it in the next show. I don't want to talk about it now because I'm going to forget what I'm going to say. If you were a celebrity, you're not going to be able to do certain things. And when I mean celebrity, I mean like if you are a goddamn fucking celebrity on TV, like movie star Tom Cruise, you can't eat pizza by yourself anywhere because people are going to want autographs. You can't watch a goddamn movie without somebody trying to kiss your lips. You can't even go to the cocktail bar without a bunch of women on you. And sometimes, for us gentlemen, we want peace. We want space. You know, even if we go to the beach, you know, if you're relaxing at the beach with your fucking shirtless shirt top, no shirt, whatever it is, no pants, you don't want random people walking up to you. You're at peace. You almost have your eyes closed. They're walking up to you to get an autograph. So yeah, sometimes, or I think most of us don't. Mostly all of us. I think we all take it for granted. I don't take it for granted at all because I know what it is to be that person. I know what it is to get the attention, and I don't take it for granted at all. I think all of us don't understand that having the feeling of being an average Joe or somebody that's just another person. I think it's great. Yes, I am one person. Yes, I am one. There's no twin. There's no double of me, obviously. What I'm trying to say is that some of you, I think, don't understand that you should be grateful for being you, not being a super celebrity, not being a celebrity right now, because you really have freedom of doing a lot of things that a certain celebrity wouldn't have. But you know what? I will tell you, Melissa Villanueva, thank you so much for the super chat. I will be leaving it on there for everybody to know that Melissa Villanueva is real. You can go follow her, for God's sake. She's awesome. But let's go back to this for the people that didn't see the start of the stream. Jesus, these ads are so straight dookie ads. Okay, let me go straight to this. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we are getting close to the 25,000 mark. I feel to tell you guys that many of you, if there is a whiskey out there that you want, I can tell you, might as well just get it. If there is a Blankton's in the shelves right now that you see for $130, you might as well get it. Because what you're going to see here is a bunch of people making money. And what happens when people make money? Ladies and gentlemen, let me repeat this again. What happens when people make money? Stores raise their prices on whiskey bottles. Authorized dealers might not call you anymore because they want to try to get money from that sucker. Fragrance community, okay, there's going to be bottles that you might see on eBay for a crazy amount of price. You might not see the sales anymore for some of your fragrances because some of these companies are going to know that everybody has money. And it's just, you know what, it happens. I think everybody knows when you buy a home. Back in the 90s, maybe you could have bought it for $180,000, $200,000. God knows what you guys bought your home for, but I do know that over the span of decades, inflation happens. Everything goes up. Right now we can't even buy a car. There's a list to buy a regular vehicle. Some of us can't even purchase a vehicle if we're leasing. I do know there's a lot of people in that ball range because there's no cars, so you have to rebuy your car or you have to look for a different car. I know here in South Florida, there is no car anywhere. There's a lot of used cars, but you're paying top dollar for a used car. Who the hell wants to buy a used car? I don't think anybody wants to buy unless you had no money. But even if you have no money, it's almost the same as buying a goddamn new car. The prices on these used cars are ridiculous. To know, your insurance is going to be more money in a used car than a new car. We all know this, and I need you guys to know that. And for the people that never bought a car before, well, now you know. So, we're going to go back to the charts over here because I have to show you. Today is all about the correlation, okay, between Bitcoin, whiskey, watches, and fragrances. And as a matter of fact, I do have some watches to show you guys. And for the people that don't know that I like watches, I love Rolexes, I love Omegas, but I do just love Rolexes. So anyways, we're going to go on with this, and I'm going to show you right now some of the watches that I saw in David SW. The reason why I use David SW for this segment is because Tim Wright always talks about David SW, and if you don't know already, me and Tim Wright are doing a hell of a job together, and I think we're going to keep it like that. We're going to keep it positive, we're going to keep it fun, we're going to keep it entertaining, and we're going to make sure that you guys have an amazing show every show. So some of these watches, as you see here, we're looking at some of them. I can tell you that I think at one point I'm pretty sure I saw the Meteor over here for 42 years ago. And now it's going for 57. It's crazy. These are, most of these are new arrivals, latest watches, new arrivals. Oh my God, this is a fucking God. I think it's a root beer, beautiful, all gold. Is it all gold? I can't see completely. Is it rose gold? Yeah, it's rose gold. I can't see the screen officially too hard because of the sun, but we're gonna go around here and see some of these prices. Now, you guys are probably wondering, is this what it is? Okay, let me just put it this way. What did I tell you guys earlier? I told you guys earlier, when there is a complete rise in the economy or there's a rise in crypto, people have extra money, and what happens is everything starts going up, and watches always start going up, and they get used watches, they go up in price, new watches, they go up in price. So most of these watches are a little bit higher than usual, obviously. But they're still good prices. Some of them aren't too off. I do know that Pepsi over here, I think retail, if I remember correctly, the retail was at one point, what was it? I think it was at $14.5 at one point that I remember. Now I have good memory, so I'm trying to remember this for you guys, watch community. I know that you guys want to correct me, but let me be wrong, at least somehow, but I am close, I think, to the price range. But some of these watches out here, most of the time, years ago, they were very much lower priced. But I'm looking at some of these watches over here. I mean, the Omega, oh my God, look at this thing. Omega, you know what? I sold my Omega a long time ago. I regret it now that I'm seeing more of you guys in the watch community showing the watch. But I can tell you, an amazing watch. Oh my God. Look at this. This is just goddamn beautiful. The AP is very nice. Now, I can tell you that most of these watches, many years ago, I remember they were going for less. A lot less. And if you remember the Bitcoin price that I showed you earlier, there was a point in time that Bitcoin was steady at 6K. It went down to 3K. Do you think any of these watches out here were this price back then? Of course not. Of course not. Okay, the reason why most of these prices are up here is because people have the money to spend. And there's no way that this website is going to make money not trying to get the most out of their watches. Now, I'm going to go for one more page, and then we're going to go back to the Bitcoin price. I will be dropping the link in here for anybody that wants to add their 2 cents on here. But look at this. Even the Datejust. I remember that the Datejust weren't, they weren't... I remember a time, what was it, in, I think it was 2016 or 2015. I remember that some of these dates just were close to like 997 or close to, what is it, 9,000? I don't remember completely. But remember, I am not an expert on watches. I just remember prices on some of these watches. But let me see over here. Yeah, some of these prices, I can tell you that we're just living right now. We're living on 2023, and these are the prices you're just going to see. Some of these prices are pretty good. None like this one over here. The Explorer, it's not that bad. Not that bad. 10 and 3, that's not that bad. I think if I remember correctly, the Explorer was that I saw used at 8K, 8.5 around there at one point. at the store. Over here, let me see. We have some. This is the last page I'm going to look at watches with you guys. But I'm just showing you some of these watches. You know, they're up in price just because of the market. And if you think that any of these watches are not going to go higher, they are. And they're going to go along very much higher. And if you guys don't believe me, well, just watch. Just watch. Just wait and see. And for all of you ducklings out there that are just waiting to see when everything goes up and you finally clap all of these, whatever watch you want for a higher price, well, guess what? You deserved it. You deserve to buy the watch at a certain high price. Because at the end of the day, you had your chance now to buy whatever watch you wanted. And you waited all this time to get a watch. You know what? I can tell you, for any of you that want a watch, any of you that want a whiskey, any of you that want a fragrance, buy it now. Okay, don't wait. Do not wait. Okay, the more you wait, any of you, the more you guys wait to buy something that you want or maybe an investment, guess what? You're taking a risk. Because as you all know, I already showed you the price in Bitcoin. And a lot of people now have Bitcoin more than ever before. Look, before there was a time that nobody had Bitcoin. Absolutely nobody. Literally nobody even knew what Bitcoin was. Nobody out here knew what Bitcoin was. As a matter of fact, I could have asked a group of people in 2016 and nobody knew what that was. And I can tell you that it's huge. It's huge now. Everybody knows what Bitcoin is. All the grandmothers know what Bitcoin is. Okay, all the average Joes know what Bitcoin is. All the politicians know what Bitcoin is. Every country in the world knows what Bitcoin is. Okay, how much more do I have to tell you guys? How much more do I have? Everybody knows what Bitcoin is. And if everybody eventually knows what this one currency is, what this one crypto is, what do you think? Everybody's looking at it? Of course everybody's looking at it. And when they make the money, they're going to pour it into watches, they're going to pour it into anything that they feel is going to hold value. But most of the time it's going to be either real estate, it's going to be virtual land, sadly virtual land most likely, or it can be whiskeys, obviously. I mean, come on. People do enjoy drinking whiskeys, but they buy it to collect it too. I think what other thing? Baseball cards, sports cards. What else could be? There's people that also buy vintage cars, thinking they're going to go up in price. There's a lot of different things out there that people do buy. But ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this, please, if you can, do me that one favor. Do me that one favor. Okay, if you can, do me that one favor. Hit the like button. It does help me out a lot. I want to make sure that my live streams are more into the algorithm. Right now, I have my videos that are in the algorithm, but I have to tell you that we are all close to 4,000. I'm struggling to try to get to 4. I have a couple people left that I need to be able to get to 4,000. I thought last week, but I knew it was going to get to 4K very soon. So I'm pretty sure 100% that this week I'm like 120. I'm 200% with the percentage there. I'm so confident that I could bet on it right now. I could bet everything I have that I will be getting to 4K this week. But I can tell you guys this. If you can, hit the like button. It does help me a lot. Please, if you can, for God's sakes, let me drink this kombucha. Let me drink this kombucha. Man, this is it gave me a little bit of energy. It didn't give me a lot of energy, but it's pretty damn good. Kombucha, dragon fruit and guava. Dandy, it says dandy dragon fruit. Tastes great, it says. You know what? I don't usually listen to people. I usually never listen to people. I always do my thing. You know, at the end of the day, when you put your money where your mouth is, do you really want to listen to anybody? Because it's your own money. It's almost like, let me give you an example. I told one of my friends My friend is a doctor, and he doesn't have time to be putting money in the stock market. He doesn't have time to start his portfolio. He doesn't have time for any of that shit. So what he does is obviously he puts his money aside for a certain person out there to work his money. He's been doing that for a long time. Recently, I told him, I go, look, you should, this is no financial advice, ladies and gentlemen. Just listen, there's no financial advice. I told him recently, I go, hey, you should buy, recently, I think, Bitcoin was at 11,000, and at one point it was at 14K. I told him, I go to him, mind you, this man makes 6 digits a year. I told him, I go, look, you're getting bonuses, you're getting everything. You have so much money coming out of your ass that you don't even know what bill to wipe your ass with. And you should eventually just throw it into Bitcoin. You know, I told him. He goes, nah, I can't do that. I go, why? What do you have to lose? He goes, I have all my money to lose. I go, okay, no big deal. But you're doing the same thing with the stock market. You're giving it to a guy that he's putting it into what he thinks is right. And you're eventually going to get your, at the end of the year, you're going to get your statement knowing that you're going to make money. And we all know this. You're going to make a certain percentage, but it's not going to be huge. You're going to see more of the percentage and the ROI at the end of the 5 years. And you'll see more in the decade. Obviously, this is just what happens. It's pretty clear. But he goes, yes, I know. But it's just what you just said. I know that I'm going to get a percentage, a huge growth in the next 5 years, and I don't mind having my money there with the guy and having him do his the portfolio of mine. But he goes, I just can't stand the fact that I can put money into Bitcoin and it can just drop any moment. So I go to him. This is no financial advice, ladies and gentlemen. I go to him, well, let's just put it this way. That can happen to the stocks that you hold. You know this, right? He goes, yes, but it's different. I get it. It is different, 100%. But at the end of the day, I told him recently, do you understand that there's a lot of people now that know what Bitcoin is? They know what crypto is in general, and Bitcoin is the number one in the cryptocurrency. So at the end of the day, he had his chance to buy Bitcoin at 11,000. He had his chance to buy Bitcoin at 14 and a half, and he would have been sitting pretty with at least a good amount of coins. He regrets all of it. He regrets all of it because at one point he saw that it was going to 20-something thousand at that point that I was telling him, and he was going to buy it at 24,000. I told him, hey, it's your money. You do what you want to do. He never bought it. When it went to 30-something thousand, that is when he bought it. And I told him, look, you shouldn't have done that, but so be it. He ended up selling it at that one point at 36,000, made his profit, and he never looked back. At that point, after 36, it went up to 50. It kept on going. The point of the matter of this whole conversation I'm having with you is sometimes if you know that there's an investment out there that you have the money to actually put into something, give it a shot. You never know what's going to happen, especially for the people that buy whiskey. Some people buy whiskeys to collect them, knowing, in fact, that maybe in the next decade or so, they might go up in price. You might have a whiskey that you have that maybe the distillery burns on fire. And all of a sudden, you have the only bottles that maybe a couple other people have. And these bottles can go up to 10,000, 15,000. You don't know. But you never know if you don't try to do your own collection. When it comes to watches, I think it's the same thing. Everybody hopes to God they get that one hype watch. When they buy that one hype watch, they're hoping that they'll get profit. And the profit mentally is not the profit that they're going to get at the moment. When it comes with the watch community, what I have noticed in the watch community is that mentally they know that they bought something for retail. I'll give you a good example. Maybe they bought their watch for 12,000. Mentally, they know that if it goes up, they just saved so much money, and they could eventually sell it and get a different watch that they want. But what they don't understand is that when they get a different watch that they want, that other watch, like maybe a Daytona, they really want a Daytona, the Rolex Daytona. What they don't understand is that the whole market goes together. So if there's a Rolex that they got for cheap, now the other Rolex that they want is going to be up in price too. So if they want a Daytona, well, guess what? The Daytona that they want went up in price too. So at the end of the day, what kind of mentality are we all doing here, investing in something? If we don't invest now, what is the future? You know, what is the future, especially for the people that don't know about Bitcoin? Because yes, I am showing you Bitcoin, but there is a correlation here. Because when people make money, they buy random shit. They buy the luxury goods that most of the times they would never have bought because they wouldn't have had the money before. Why I'm telling you this is because you guys have to be careful right now. Right now could be the moment that you can buy your luxury item, whatever it is. Maybe the fragrance, watch, whiskey, whatever it is. You don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fucking genius. I mean, I do say that I'm a genius sometimes, but I don't know if it's obviously gonna, when it blows up and it goes up, I don't know if it's gonna stay over 25K. And if it stays over 25K, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? You'll never be able to get your watch for the price it is now. You'll never be able to get your whiskey for a Blanton's bottle. You're never going to be able to get a Blanton's bottle for anywhere less than 100 or something. The Blantons might be 300. Okay, just because all the shops and the liquor stores know that Bitcoin's going up. That means that the stock market maybe is going to go up because people take money out of crypto. They put it in the stock market and then they move it around. There's money to be made. Why I'm telling you this is because I think many of you don't understand the charts. I understand the charts officially. I was in it. I was playing with it. I was a swing trader. I was a day trader. I would wake up at 4 a.m. I would be looking at the next day's profitable, good stocks in the stock market. I would also look at crypto, and some of the crypto I would link to the stock market stocks because some of the stocks, let's just put it this way, man. We could all make money together if you do the right thing. But this is no financial advice. I will tell you this again. This is no financial advice. I really hope you guys are enjoying the show. And if you are enjoying the show today, this show, I'm not going crazy because I don't have the energy to go crazy. I'm very low energy today. And I can tell you this kombucha has saved me a lot. Usually I drink a lot of water or I drink some coffee. I had coffee earlier in the morning, so I can tell you I'm not going to drink coffee again. But I hope you guys are enjoying this show today because I don't think anybody has the balls to do what I'm doing right now. I think people are scared to show certain charts. They're scared to be them. They're scared to be talked down to. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, guess what? Everybody has an opinion. You might tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, but we all lived through it. But the difference between some of you and me is that I was in everything. I was looking at watches. I was looking at the prices. I was looking at people going to these places, making videos online too. I knew people that were buying watches at the point when they were selling their crypto. I knew, in fact, there was whiskeys that were going to go up because at the end of the day, it's a luxury item. And fragrances. I also saw fragrances that were going up. I literally have I have a watch collection. I have a whiskey collection. Obviously, I am the whiskey river, but I have a fragrance collection too. So I've seen all of this. And I also noticed that there was a couple friends recently. I can't tell you exactly what time, what year, but I do know that if anybody wants a Chihuahua, there's a Chihuahua like 20 yards away. It's not my Chihuahua. If you guys ever want, for free, okay? For free. Not mine! Anyways, you see, I got energy now. But anyways, you know what? We have about 13 minutes left for all of you to go to Tim Rice's stream. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you that this chat room is going to be linked over there to Tim Rice's stream. And I want you all to know this. I'm also going to go around the room right now to see who we have here. Devil Diver, I see you. And also, let me highlight this comment, some of these comments, because I can't see officially. I can only usually see, at this point in time, I usually can only see super chats. Boston Collector, I do see him. Steve, I see you. Also, Terry Smiles, I see you, Terry Smiles. Boston Collector, I see you. Also, Timer Stalker, holy shit, hell of a name. We also had LX Fragrance here earlier. Thank you for being here. The one and only, the Watch Apprentice. We had Bob. We had Bob here earlier. I see you, Bob. Man, this kombucha, Bob, it's insane. We also have Melissa Villanueva. Cheech, I see you, Cheech. We have Cheech over there in the chat room also. The one and only, I see you. AM, I see you. Everybody else, let me see who else was here. Buckley. Buckley was here earlier. I see you, Buckley. We also had Money Burner here earlier in the chat room. Hello, Money Burner. His birthday was the other day, by the way. Was it the day that he hopped onto Tim Wright's stream? I just remembered that. Maybe it was that day. We also had a couple other people here, which I wasn't able to see because I was really in the moment. Dirt Diggler, he was here earlier. Tater Don, hello Tater Don, he was here earlier. We also had the one and only, the man that says everybody's legend, okay? That says everybody is legend. Mathis was here earlier. Thank you, Mathis, for being part of the chat room. And then, oh man, I clicked this one. Didn't mean to click it again. Boom! We also had Chunky Stars, Chunk Stars, and everybody here that was here earlier. Thank you all for being here. We still have some time. We do still have some time. Boston Collector says, good stuff, Reaper. Life is full of opportunities. Need to cup check and not be scared to lose, but diversify and do a spread. And definitely, you know what? I think it's definitely a thing that, I like Americans. I like people from the UK. I like people from Canada. I like people from Hawaii, Alaska. These are just places that I'm thinking off my head. I like people from Italy. I like people from Switzerland. I like people from, what is that place? Brazil. I like people from Brazil. I like people from Colombia. I don't like Argentinians for some reason. And then Bolivia. There's people from Bolivia. Let me see, what other place? People from, man, I'm trying to think of different places, but I can't think anymore. But I can tell you, I really hope you enjoyed that one, Boston Collector, because this is not a fluke, man. Let me see. Is Bitcoin going up? Oh my God. It probably is. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do for you guys, since we are still in that mark, let me see if I do something crazy for you guys. This is going to be, I'm going to put the 1 minute mark. And when I put the 1 minute mark, you're going to be able to see the thing moving. Let me see if I can make it closer. You're going to be able to see the thing moving a lot better. This is the 1 minute mark. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can do... I'm going to see if I do the 30-second. It doesn't let me do the 30-second. That's okay. I have to buy. This is the 1 minute mark, okay, ladies and gentlemen? If you ever see anything that goes up, you're going to see it now live. Literally 1 minute mark. That means that it's going to be updating every 60 seconds. Okay, for the meantime, let's do that over here. And you do see the line over here that I showed you guys. Literally, if you're into charts, you have to know that there is a certain resistance line, and usually that's when you know. I'm not here to make anybody too into crypto or too into investing your money into crypto. I'm just here to spread the light. I'm here to spread the love and information that many of you don't know. Many of you are clueless of what Bitcoin is. Well, guess what? Now you have an idea a little bit when you look at the Bitcoin price of why your watches are going up. Because people are completely making money. They're taking money out of their Bitcoin. They're putting them into watches. Now, many of you are going to know why some of the whiskeys are going crazy price in auctions. Also, you're going to see the prices in the stores go a little bit too much. And you're going to probably ask the store owner. You're going to say, hey man, like, why do you have this going so high? And then he's probably going to tell you, oh, because that's just the price. And officially he wants to tell you because everybody has money nowadays, because everybody's making money in an investment. He's not going to point at Bitcoin, but all in all, people are going to have money at one point. But we're going to see this. Can this go up to 25 in these couple minutes? It could happen. As a matter of fact, I was on the screen when Bitcoin went over 20K at that day, that legendary day. I even recorded it. But you know what? Today, no financial advice. This is for you guys to enjoy what I have to say. Let me see. Somebody here says, I put my money on the Chiefs. The Chiefs! You know what, Kansas City? I think that game was a hell of a game, except for the end of it. Huge difference between Bitcoin and the market. Yes, there is a huge difference between the stock market and Bitcoin. Of course, there's always a difference, but they are basically almost the same. Why do I say that they're almost the same? Because when money comes out of Bitcoin and crypto, it goes into the stock market. If money comes out of the stock market, it goes into crypto. That's just what happens. And if you don't understand, Steve, you're going to have to look at the charts or be in it to win it, which I was doing this almost every day. I saw a correlation, and there was a correlation there. It might not be the same day. It might not be the same 24 hours, but usually it takes about a week, and you usually see all the money drifting into a certain product, a certain either stock or a cryptocurrency or a certain, maybe a certain type of watch. Let me see if we have some. Boston over here says 4K. I think am I there today? I don't think I'm there today. I think I'll get there eventually. 4,000 subscribers. Let me see over here if somebody here says anything. LX Fragrancy says, what's up, Whiskey Reaper? Much love, bro. Much love to you, too. The Watcher Person says, always delete my browse history. It's always good to delete, but sometimes, sometimes it is pointless. It is pointless. Bob over here. What's up, Reaper? Well, I'm here showing you guys the correlation. I tried to make a show out of this, and I think it was a pretty good show. So for the people that had commented, I had a super chat from Melissa Villanueva. There's a lot of people that had commented about this. And one of the funny comments I saw here just now, Cheech says, I'd reveal my browse history before my bank. No doubt, 100%. I think, you know what? I think everybody has a certain ego. I think if somebody had a huge ego, they would be the person, not Cheech, but just in general, if somebody had a huge ego that they had to show their bank account that was $300 million, they would probably say the bank account. And they probably wouldn't say the browse history. But ladies and gentlemen, let me see if I can actually zoom in to this. No, I can't zoom in too much anymore. I think this is the max that we get here. Let me see if I put another line over here. What is this line? Yes, I could put another line over here just in case. Just in case something happens here. Let me see. Yes, this is... Oh, Jesus, the goddamn ads. Let me see. Yeah, this is the other line over here. Most likely, I'm putting this line. This is a resistance line over here. Most likely, if it does pass this line, it might mean 100% that it probably is going to go to 25K. And that's very, very good. Now, I can tell you that... If anybody doesn't know about Bitcoin, I think you already know about it now. Many people have known about this for, I think, just a short amount of time. I think many people knew about it in the last, what is it, 7 years, 5 years? Most people knew about it, but they never even looked at it. Never looked at it. until people started making money. When it came to Bitcoin, the only time that everybody looked at it was when their friends, their family members, maybe somebody that's into Bitcoin or crypto was making money. That is when everybody started opening up their eyes. They started saying, wait a minute. No, there's no way you made money because you're the dumbest of the dumbest. How did you make money? And people get curious, and they go, wait, what? You made this much money in Bitcoin? There's no way. This is no financial advice, but this is what happens around the world. And then people just strive to try to make, a little bit of money throughout their couple months, and then they put it into Bitcoin. This is the trend, I think, that's been happening. The trend has been like this. And over here, my brother spent 10. Oh, no. Don't tell me that. Oh, no. Hell no. Let me drink this kombucha because that is horrible. God damn it. Let me suck on this over here. Damn, this kombucha. It's no joke, it's kombucha. Damn, that kombucha's so good. But anyways, that's horrible, Boston. Okay, he says over here, my brother spent 10 Bitcoins on a pizza in college. You see what I mean, ladies and gentlemen? You just don't know. Okay, you just don't know. But that's what happens, Boston. People don't think that anything's gonna happen. People sell their watches because they don't think that the watch is gonna go up. Some people get rid of their fragrances because they think that Terry Mugler line, nothing's ever gonna happen. You just get rid of it. $80 Terry Mugler, and then now it's going for $500 or something, $600. Some of these bottles, crazy. YSL also has bottles that are going for a ridiculous price. The whiskey community, same thing. Some of these Elijah Craigs, you don't know what might happen. And Colonel Yates Taylor, some of the Colonel Yates Taylors, you never know what might happen. But yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. It can happen to any of us. We can all be blinded by a couple people that are against it. I don't know if there's a couple people in the chat room that are against Bitcoin. But I think at one point in my head, I think maybe 7 years ago or 8 years ago, I told myself, you know what? I'm just not gonna purchase Bitcoin. I told myself this when it was like $500, and I said, was it 8 years ago, something like that? Or, I think it was 8 years ago. I don't remember, something like that. It was $600 and some dollars. I said, no way, I'm gonna purchase Bitcoin because I have expenses this month. I have expenses this week. And then when it goes up to 2,000, it's like, wait a minute, everybody wants it now. Then you buy it, you fucking sell it for $3,000, you make $1,000 profit, and then all of a sudden it shoots up to 20 G's. And then what are you gonna do then? You don't have the money to buy a Bitcoin, 20 G's. But then there's people that get into this mentality. I gotta make the money. This is it, and that's what happens. People fall into the trap, just like the watch community. People buy watches that are just ridiculously priced. They fall into the trap in the whiskey community. They buy whiskeys that are freaking $1,000. Fragrances. They buy hyped up fragrances that are going for crazy price online on eBay. Which at the end of the day, you can get you could get anything. You could get, anything close to it. You could get other fragrances that are good. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, look, I hope you all have been enjoying the show today. I hope I gave you a rundown, at least, of what I showed you guys here in the Bitcoin correlation between some of the luxury goods that we all like the wristwatches, the fragrances, and the whiskeys, and many more that I didn't speak about in this show. For everybody that has been here and enjoyed this show, I appreciate it. And also for the people that have super chatted me today, I appreciate you guys, because at the end of the day, I understand we're still in that tax season mode. But I did hope that you guys saw the charts here. I hope you saw everything that I showed you guys today on my show. And I just want to tell you guys, let me go around the room. I can't see the screen right now at all, but I think we have, who is it? Tim G. Tim G, I see you, Tim G. I can't see what you're saying, but I can see you. Also, Boston Collector, I see you. Nick Da Vinci, I see you, man. And everybody that's here, Terry Smiles, I see you. Who else? I can see somebody. Who is this? Terry Smiles, I see you, baby. And also, Steve, I see you, baby. Who else? Ted Dom, I see you, man. Devil Diver and everybody else that's over here, I see you guys. You know what? We're going to end the show now, but do not move anywhere. We're going to be redirected, everybody, to the one and only, the Tim Rice stream. Do not move anywhere. You're going to see. It's like magic. It's like magic. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. And all in all, you know what? I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this show. This is no financial advice, but I hope you enjoyed everything that I did for you. I'll see you guys soon. Do not move anywhere. Everybody's going to be redirected. See you guys.